Why would he put a baby inside of you? What a weird plot.
Oh, no.
Citizens of Bridgerton, we are here today to watch Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. John,
Yes.
are you ready?
I'm too ready. I need this deep dive. How are you?
I mean, I don't want to
Ready?
watch a show without Penelope,
No.
but people said this is worth it.
Don't worry. One of her ancient ancestors will be here.
Oh,
By ancient, I mean one generation removed.
maybe her name's Persephone.
Yes.
All right, here we go, guys. Are you ready to venture into Queen Charlotte? In 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. Almost at 1.
Almost one.
We're almost there. What?
This is the story of Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton.
Oh, hello.
It is fiction inspired by fact.
Okay.
All liberties taken by the author are quite intentional.
Emerald Fennell's Bridgerton.
Yeah, I've heard she's based on someone real.
Oh.
Like a real queen. And I don't know my history.
Well, we're about to not learn that now. Miro.
1800, so this is World War II Nazi Germany?
Definitely is,
Okay.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, don't you recognize the uniforms? Golly, the striping. How ornate.
They're laughing at them.
Oh. Is it her? The young queen in waiting?
I hope it's not her and you just look racist.
I do. I am.
I sometimes work out to the Bridgerton tracks.
Oh.
I will marry her.
Struck.
Was she sold off or something?
Whoa. Who was that? Was that like Nero? These music cues.
Yeah, it's like a political battle song.
Mm.
He really does not look happy about this.
Nice, though. Like a wordless prologue.
Wow, we started going to there, now we're exiting. So animated.
I wonder if this resembles any of the Bridgerton book art. This series is created by Shonda herself. And she wrote the episode. Damn.
Wonder if it's an original.
They must, what, just not have the windows in?
You give the appearance of a statue.
Statues are works of art.
You have not moved an inch in 6 hours.
I am wearing Lyonnese silk, encrusted with Indian sapphires, working with overlay of 200-year-old lace.
Christ the Lord.
Her voice does match.
If that were not enough, the gown sits atop a bespoke underpinning made of whalebone.
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 All the finest corsets are whalebone. You would know that if you knew anything.
Really?
That was true.
I must arrive on display. I am forced into a ludicrous gown, so stylish that if I move too much, I might be sliced and stabbed to death by my undergarments.
Wow.
Jesus, that's awful.
How joyful it is to be a lady.
This is the underwire struggle of today.
I believe if I am diligent with my movements, I could most certainly bleed to my death before we reach London.
You are upset, emotional.
Oh.
I understand.
Do you understand? Truly.
Yeah, it's how women are.
I am angry and I cannot breathe. And both are thanks to you, brother.
Charlotte, you were chosen.
Oh, how difficult was it to be chosen?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who can make lots of babies. Someone with a royal bloodline. That is all they required. It is not an honor.
You're spitting some Eloise shit.
This is a good thing. You shall be happy.
You will be happy.
I am not doing this.
I signed the betrothal contract. You are doing this.
No.
Yes.
Brother, turn the carriage around or I will bounce.
I take full responsibility for the fact that you are now exceedingly headstrong and mistakenly think you can make decision.
Oh, wow.
They are the British Empire, and we are a tiny province in Germany. We had no choice. I had no choice.
He didn't have the ability to choose either.
I cannot make an enemy of the most powerful nation on earth. It is done. So shut up.
Oh my.
Do your duty to our country and be happy.
That's the full version of that song.
Wow.
Liebchen.
I mean, it's hard for him too.
I am sorry.
She's so
but there are
heartbroken.
worse fates than marrying the King of England.
Wowie.
Like a public prisoner.
I need to look perfect when I arrive. Do I not?
That's tough. Leveraged by society and circumstance.
Well, she seems like she does eventually grow to really care about him.
Woof. I don't like it.
I wonder what's happened to her brother in the present timeline.
That'll all be revealed in The Queen's Brother, a Bridgerton story.
I am sorry to disturb you at this hour with such news.
Shut up, Doctor, and talk. Is he dead? The king?
Your husband is quite hearty. Long live the king.
Excellent, I suppose. Maybe.
It is treasonous to interrupt my beauty sleep. You're lucky my face is a rare jewel. If I could still have people beheaded, you would be in the queue.
Your Majesty.
Yeah, what's the deal? What's going on? The king is with child.
It's your brother.
Doctor, if the king is not dead, who is?
Oh, no. No.
Dearest gentle reader, this coldest time of year has become that much colder with the sad news of the death of the Princess Royal,
Oh.
Jesus.
granddaughter of our dear King George III and Queen Charlotte, died in childbirth along with her baby.
Oh, that
Oh, my
sucks.
God, that is sad.
Sorrows, prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. God, what an ornate coffin.
Why does the queen not feel anything for this? Or am I misreading it?
And while our hearts grieve for the loss of the Princess Royal,
We still got some gossiping to do.
our heads grieve more for the future of the monarchy itself.
Fascinating. The Black Garland.
Seems like a show is going to focus so much on the women and the mothers. So woke.
This author and all of England can only hope that Queen Charlotte finally turns her matchmaking energies onto her own family.
Woof.
After all, Her Majesty has 13 children, and
Really?
now not a royal heir from any of them.
Jeepers
Wow.
Christ.
At least not a legitimate one.
Sad times.
I'm kind of confused. They're all bastards or something.
I guess any of the ones that are out there. Or maybe they didn't marry royalty of any other variety or something. Nah.
She's smiling.
Look how far we've come.
She must have grown to actually love him.
That's what they've suggested. At least to a degree.
Please be your most agreeable.
I agree.
Never ask my wife to do that. You are a subject.
Teeth.
It's her.
You have good hips. You
Excellent.
will make lots of babies. That is good. That is your job. As many babies as possible for my son.
Yes, Your Highness.
Oh, no. You're a delivery service?
We have provided a gown for you.
My gown was designed just for the wedding in Paris. The lace is handmade by nuns. The modiste called it à la mode.
There's ice cream in it as well.
Our gown is traditional, simple. It will be better.
Will it?
A traditional English gown.
English.
All of the fuss and the frills that the European gown you currently have on does, for instance.
Oh, man, she suffered for that whalebone.
Yes, of course.
And I shall see you at the ceremony.
Oh, man. Well, Brimsley. Start of a great partnership.
It's like a pet.
I was going to say, what's the amount of distance you're supposed to keep? Walk beside me.
Well, you walk there and I walk back here, Your Highness.
You cannot walk with me.
I'm always with you, Your Highness. 5 paces behind.
5 paces, thank you.
Behind me, just all the time.
Whenever you need me.
Oh,
is
is he
your
the
name?
guy?
Brimsley.
It is Brimsley. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the king.
He is the king. He is the ruler of Great Britain and Ireland and the colony. He has been monarch since October last with the death of his grandfather.
Brimsley, you have told me he is the king, he is the ruler, and he is the monarch. Those are all the same things.
They are all facts, Your Highness.
That is true.
I did say she had more blood, Mum.
You did not say she would be that brown.
But I did say she had more blood.
Very brown.
Damn, dude. You're talking about this.
There's a problem.
It is a problem. People will talk.
People will talk. It is a problem. We are the palace. A problem is only a problem if the palace says it is a problem. That is a fact, is it not?
If the president doesn't.
That's not illegal.
And the king is the sovereign head of the Church of England. Therefore, nothing he does would ever be a problem for the palace. Would it, Lord Bute?
You're the one who raised the concern, and now you're like, it's not a problem.
We shall expand the guest list for the wedding and add to her court.
Are you saying...
The king is saying. I am only his mother. I say nothing.
Yes, it's been clear.
It is only the king realizes that the wedding is in 6 hours.
Well, who does not want to attend a royal wedding?
Get him in here from Germany.
So she won't meet him till the wedding.
Guess not. Oh my god. Is that random people?
Citizens? Oh, good. This is where they get the ethnically diverse people to come in.
Dear Lord or Lady, one of your black friends is getting married, I guess. Don't you all know each other? Come on out. God. So much unpleasant on TV these days.
It was a good ride.
Oh, yeah.
You may nap here, wife.
Yes, after all that relaxing pleasure. I suppose there are worse things than being married to the king.
You know, get up and go get some stuff done. Go get up and go live your life now.
The butler says he received a letter from the palace.
Palace? The palace.
You have been invited.
Oh, is that?
Is it little Danbury?
Oh, it must be.
Is she young Danbury?
Yeah.
The Dowager Princess has invited our side.
Why?
I know lots, but there is more. You are to attend the new queen as part of her court.
I think you'd better show me this letter.
Yeah, this is a prank.
Is he ugly? Perhaps deformed in some way? Because beauty is inside. Well, it is certainly not inside.
The Archbishop sent over some verses for your Highness, if you
Is
would
he
like to.
dull? Not very smart? Mentally slow? I can work on those. Is
he
cool?
You're going to have wonderful children together, Your Highness.
God, none of you can talk.
They could be beheaded. It's so weird to be on the inside of a story like this when to the outside world it's like, oh, the greatest gift this person could have. It just seems miserable being forced into this.
Do not gawk like a peasant. Behave as though you've been here before.
This guy. Looking around. Oh, my guy.
Should go out the window.
Yes. Yeah.
They have all arrived. I shall greet them first to make clear their standing and the king's intentions.
Oh, how lovely.
This is so uncomfortable.
Your father was friendly with his late majesty, my son's grandfather. I am so pleased to have you here with us today on this family occasion, Lord Danbury.
Oh, there you go.
You are honored to be Lord and Lady Danbury now.
Wow.
Vuitton, Your Royal Highness.
It is time we were united as a society, is it not?
Oh, wow. She's a good person.
Yeah. I wish I could pat her on the back.
Lord Danbury, imagine.
I am imagining.
I'm living it.
This would explain why her and the queen are so close.
Yeah.
There is a problem.
What have you done now, Brimsley?
The bride is missing.
Damn, you got good hearing.
I think the brother knows. Danbury. Better make sure she gets married.
Danbury, make sure she gets married. Beautiful. Golly. Yes. Yes, climate.
Hello, my lady. Are you in need of assistance of some kind?
You can go back inside and wait with all the other Gawkers.
I'm curious. What are you doing?
Nothing.
The bees.
The bees.
If you must know, I'm trying to ascertain the best way to climb over the garden wall.
Over the garden wall. So good.
Whatever for?
Because I think he may be a beast.
A beast?
Or a troll.
Who are we discussing?
Oh, well, that is impertinent. None of your business. The king. No one will speak of him. He is clearly a beast or a troll.
Understood.
You know, if I grab there...
See the king?
You want me to lift you over the wall so you may escape? People will notice you are missing, will they not?
I shall worry about that later. Now, if you please, I just need a little help.
What would the king be doing out here?
She wants to escape, but also have a nice autumnal adventure.
You refuse to help a lady in distress.
I refuse when that lady in distress is trying to go over a wall so that she does not have to marry me.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. This is bad luck, man.
I'm George.
I am deep pleased, Your Majesty.
Nah.
Oh my God, he was hip.
I mean, yes, Your Majesty, but to you, just George.
Or Georgie, or G-Madge.
Not told me that you were trying to escape?
Well, yes. I mean, I do apologise, Your Majesty.
George. Just George.
Oh,
just George.
The king situation, it towers over us. Accident of birth on my part. You do not want to be married to me.
I did not say that.
Oh, you did.
I do not know you.
I do not know you either.
There's a lot of that going around.
Terrible at climbing a wall.
You try climbing a wall in all of these garments.
Yeah, I can do it in heels.
Uh-oh.
You are incomparable. No one told me you would be this beautiful. You may be too beautiful to marry me. People will talk. You do not know me. What do you want to know?
What are all the other trolls like?
That is quite...
Is this one of your questions 3?
I was born prematurely, and everyone thought I was going to die, but I did not. My favourite food is mutton. I will not eat fish. It is horrible.
Hey.
Most of all, I like science. Chemistry, physics, and botany, especially astronomy, stars in the heavens.
Galileo.
And I'm very nervous about marrying a girl I am only just meeting minutes before our wedding.
So cute.
But I cannot show it and climb over a wall because I am the king of Great Britain and Ireland, and that would cause a scandal. But
Very British scandal.
I am neither a troll nor a beast.
Which is what a troll would say.
Or a beast, yeah.
Just George.
Just George. Is George just?
Your Majesty.
You must be the man responsible for my possible future happiness.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
apologies, yes.
We are German.
Charlotte was just
The divide.
deciding whether or not she wanted to marry me.
The choice.
She might go over the wall
Divided.
instead. Either way, the choice is entirely up to her.
Oh, what a guy.
I should get back because I suspect that by now there are some very anxious guards who think I am kidnapped. Charlotte.
I hope you'll join me in our wedding ceremony.
In my erotic fanfic, he is emotionally and physically abusive.
Excellent.
But
And
we
if
like
so,
it.
I shall be the one standing next to the Archbishop of Canterbury.
You gotta have a little danger, you know.
Don't tell me you are still hesitating.
Well, first, I need to change.
Yeah. You go put on your own dress. That's actually smart, too, because he's already seen this dress. You can have a different dress. Oh.
Wow.
Ooh. Yes.
European.
Yes. Oh, man. Catherine Keener's going to flip her lid.
I mean, she is the queen now.
Yeah.
She can wear whatever she wants.
She sets the standard of beauty and grace.
She looks like Lady Stark, but I know she's not.
Oh, is that who that is? Maybe. It might actually be her.
Pieces fall into place.
What?
Scheiße, she looks beautiful, husband.
Where are we?
What's going on? My surprise for you.
Look at these women gawking at the outfit.
Shall we?
Let's get this show on the road.
I knew arranged marriages could be romantic.
Yeah, I mean, troublesome as they can be, there are success stories out there. People really learned a partnership out of. Anything's possible.
It's such a different tone than Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Oh, back to no dialogue. I wonder if the actress who plays Charlotte studied the facial expressions and stuff, or they just hired an actor who naturally has a face that composites that way.
Yeah, I wonder how much she talks to if they did any consulting together. Habemus Queenum Ret. It's the feminine for queen, king, ruler. Yeah, that's definitely who that is. Shit.
No.
It's Lady Stark.
No, it's a bad guess, John.
It's 100%.
She's only acted in one thing, and that was Game of Thrones.
That's right. Oh, no.
No, they're bowing, John.
Dude, they're actually just falling in love. And now I'm starting to get nervous because this is just the first episode.
We know it's going to be pretty tragic what happens with him.
I know, he's going to get dementia in episode 2.
Take care, Your Majesty.
Adolphus.
I shall pray that you are soon blessed with children, ma'am.
Get that delivery system working.
Your Majesty. It is an honor. I'm Lady Agatha Danbury. I'm to be on
Agatha.
your court.
Her name was Agatha all along.
You've adapted the word Lady Danbury really fast.
And we shall be great friends. Be careful, ma'am, and know that if you send for me, I shall come.
Wow.
Make haste, Agatha.
Coming, my dear.
Yeah, I'll be there. It's so opposite. She can't wait to get away from this guy.
I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Present, really. You shall need your cloak.
Oh.
It turns you invisible.
What is the surprise?
You will see. Just wait.
Oh, young love.
It does make sense. Charlotte is like Beyonce, and the king is like Jay-Z.
He is.
You know, I get Jay-Z vibes.
Mm-hmm. In the building.
The next episode is going to be on stage being like, she should get Queen of the Year.
I had it redesigned just for you.
This is our house. George.
George.
It is your house.
What do you mean?
This is where you shall live. I had
Word.
all of your things moved here during the ceremony.
I'm not sure I understand.
You're not living together?
I suppose officially St. James's Palace is our house, but this is where you shall stay.
And you shall stay.
I have an estate in Kew.
Why do we not stay together?
It is our wedding night.
And it is late, and you have been traveling, and I shall let you get inside. You will need to meet your staff. You will want to get some sleep.
No,
Everything's formality.
it is our wedding night. We are supposed... Are we not supposed to do what married people do?
Fight?
What is that?
Are you demanding I perform my marital duty to you?
I'm not even sure what marital duty is. I just know.
we
Do
do
we
that?
not spend this night together?
She is so adorable.
My governor said that is what happens on a wedding night.
What?
Fine, I shall stay.
George.
I said I shall stay. Are you coming?
Is he gay or something?
Gay George, that's where it comes from.
Gay George, uh-huh.
You all heard Gay George, right?
Well, yeah, we all know a gay George.
George, I cannot keep up. Slow
I
down.
thought you wanted me in a bedroom. Is that not where I should be?
No.
No?
Not if you're going to behave.
Now you're behaving like a married couple.
You do not want me to go to Kew.
This is your home.
And that is yours.
Yes.
What?
Why? What is going on?
I shall speak with you later.
George, this is how it is to be. This is our marriage, you there and me here.
Yes.
Why?
I thought it is easier.
You can't accept. You didn't want this situation.
Easier for whom? You or me?
I am not going to debate this with
I
you.
merely want to understand. You need to at least tell.
I do not need to do anything. I decide. I have decided I am your king.
Ah, shit, man.
It's my erotic fanfic.
Yeah, dude, it's coming to life. I see what
My
you're getting
mistake.
at.
I thought you were just George. Forgive me,
I know
Your
what
Majesty.
I know what book readers like.
May I withdraw, Your Majesty, or did you want to say anything else to me?
Oh no.
Charlotte, this is for the best.
What
Of course.
does
Your
that
Majesty.
mean?
Well, they have to find a love story again. You know, it's kind of like Simon and Daphne, where they're like, they need to fall in love still.
Thought it was already happening, but it's not. Oh, he wants
No,
to tell her.
This is going to be 5 episodes of them being in love.
Yeah. No, we need that conflict. So what is it? He's either gay or he has a secret second family.
He's gay George and has a secret second family. Him and his homosexual partner with
He
a
has
bunch of their homosexual kids.
Yeah, and they all have a love match together.
Grimsley,
Yes, Your Majesty.
you are here as well.
I am wherever you are.
Yeah, man.
As your queen, I order you to stop following me.
It is my sworn duty to take care of you, Your Majesty, at all times.
I do not want you here.
I hope in time you'll become used to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, give it time. She will.
We can spend the rest of our lives together.
Which we know you will.
That sucks.
Are they sober?
I do not know that it would be right for me to say, Your Majesty.
It is not yet 11 in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
The evolution. She had to really rise to becoming a queen, but also made her a little colder.
Hello, my children.
Mummy, it is so early.
Mother, you cannot summon us this way.
It is not fair. I will not stand for it.
No, these are actual biological children.
Yeah.
No sexual innuendo makes an impression upon your sisters. I wish it did, that they might get ideas to marry and start fornicating. I might have legitimate grandbabies. Instead, virgins to the left of me, to the right.
It's my favorite song.
Here I am.
Where are your babies? You have made 0 heirs to the throne.
I am trying.
Right now, I'm trying.
I explained everything to you. I drew you pictures. The only heir to the throne is dead.
Bro, I know it hurts.
Sorrows.
Thoughts and prayers, man.
We had 1 heir, 1 royal, and she is gone. Sorrows, prayers. One of you had better produce the next ruler of the United Kingdom, or your father's line dies with him. Make me a royal baby.
Woof.
You can't really expect us to know.
God,
That's
there's
your job.
13 of them.
Your father and I made 15 royal babies all by ourselves. I do not
Yeah.
see why the whole lot of you cannot make just one.
Maybe if they slept together.
Yeah. God, all of these guys. Oh. Close the door on the line.
I should have gone over the wall.
Damn.
Oh, wow. It's that entire family. It's past when she was all alone.
All alone in a big old room. Nice. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Jacqueline Avant.
She's in a dream. Within a dream.
Yes.
This isn't real. None of this is real.
Mindbender episode. Did the top stop spinning? We've been waiting.
I could get used to this life.
Just wait around while everyone does everything. Golly.
So can't you not sleep with anybody?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like given the position, you're a royal. Seems like you can kind of do what you want here. And I don't know, but with his proposal, I'm like, I don't know. It seems like you could both just kind of do your own solo adventure at each estate.
Grimsley,
Your Majesty.
what is in my engagement diary for the week?
An engagement diary, Your Majesty?
I assume there will be charity visits, the poor or orphans.
Yes.
I know I must meet with my ladies in waiting. That is important. There is so much to take in here. The art, seeing the galleries of London. And I have always loved the theatre and music. Are there concerts, operas in my engagement diary?
Your Majesty, there is nothing in your engagement diary.
Why do we fix that?
How can there be? There is nothing in my engagement diary.
No, Your Majesty.
Grimsley, I am the Queen. I have duties, official duties, do I not?
You do, Your Majesty. Many duties.
Then how can there be nothing in the Queen's engagement diary?
You are currently enjoying the privacy of the first days of marriage, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, all by yourself.
This is my honeymoon.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Is that more like a question?
This is so weird.
Parliament is calling it the Great Experiment.
Well, it is a great experiment, giving out titles to people who look like our new queen.
What do you mean, you people?
This must be a success.
It will be, Lord Bute.
What do we know?
They're well suited.
Of course they are. He is the king. He is well suited to anyone. She is lucky.
She is. That is not the question.
Oh, what is the question?
A female is present. I cannot speak it.
Ah, well then, perhaps we have nothing more to discuss.
Shall I report that to the House of Lords then?
It is all so very modern now. In my day, there were 7 people in the bedchamber on my wedding night to witness the marital act.
Ig.
To confirm that Georgie's father and I, well, did what it took to make Georgie.
That's the only way my wife
Now
sleeps with
is
me.
the thing to give the couple privacy, which would not be an issue ordinarily, I suppose. A man, a woman, the chance to.
Uh-oh.
But this is Georgie, or rather, the king.
Yeah, what's...
And we know that Georgie, the king, can be...
A ramsacker.
He is absolutely perfect. We all agree on that.
The king is truly perfect.
The strongest of kings.
It is just that he has his own mind.
Very independent.
Agreed.
A most original thing.
Excellent reframe.
But if the actions one usually takes on one's wedding night have not been taken, that would hurt the Great Experiment. There can be no questions. Do you understand?
My theory is that George hates his father and wants to end the bloodline.
And the bloodline, of course. Definitely.
It is a wonderful experiment. Long live the experiment.
Long live the experiment!
Long live the experiment!
Has he done the deed or not?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. How much food must get wasted for a spread as gorgeous as this?
Not enough.
Not enough. More, I say.
Does anyone have the marijuana?
Yes.
To make chow down much easier.
Can anyone cut me a bar? Cut me a rail?
So awkward.
They're all gonna explode not being able to, like, hold your utensils for you. What's your deal, Georgie?
She started off on her own. Now she rules on her own.
Nice. God, it's like a little lobster celebration. No, she smiled at me.
Those macaroons.
Uh-oh. Got indignant eating scene. God, what a life. You just have a bunch of people dress and undress you. You sit down in a giant room and you eat, rinse and repeat.
Running around in circles.
It's like a giant clock above her bed. Yes. Let me have some of them eggs. Look at that peacock.
He's not even bothered to check up on her.
You gotta drive out to your boy's place. Yes. Feed your brain.
This is not good for you.
I mean, yeah, this is bad. Just someone throw that in the fire.
Can you, like, fart in front of them? Do you think back then they were, like, farting all the time?
Probably. I don't know, actually. I mean, like, the etiquette would suggest maybe you shouldn't, but then again, if you're a royal, you want to test the limits, you should. Ugh. These weird little zooms and tilts.
Yeah, this does look miserable.
Yeah.
So the animation was true in keeping her very alone.
Patience is not always a virtue. The passage of time does not always reap benefits. And perhaps good things do not always come to those who wait.
Damn, Shonda wrote this one again.
However, there are some very special joys well worth waiting for.
That's Simon's kids?
Dude, what if Simon cameos in this show?
No.
But Mama,
No.
I believe you would quite like her. She is a delightful person.
She is an actress. No.
That's Jeremy Allen White.
Break it off and find a suitable woman.
There are already children.
Shame on you.
If he loves her.
You are one to talk.
Nope, it's not.
I see where you're going with that.
Your lady friend is married. Frederick, what about your wife?
I have not seen her in 20 years.
If I were married to you, I would flee the country as well.
How is it that none of you have managed respectable relationships?
Mother, perhaps it is too late. Our sisters are past childbearing age. We have done our best, and maybe
No.
it is...
You haven't done your best.
Your father and I have provided Great Britain with a great bloodline. It will not end with your generation. This bloodline will continue. You will make it continue.
Were it as simple as you suggest?
One not singing
would result in anything remotely...
It is very simple.
Yeah. And in this society, you could take a respectable...
If patience is a virtue or a burden
Yes.
for our dear Queen Charlotte.
It is both. I feel like this is a time where more than ever, if you're the royalty, you could just have a respectable marriage and then do whatever you want on the side.
It's so weird to go through, like, the origin of her and then her focusing on the next generation after her.
Brimsley,
Yes, Your Majesty.
ready the carriage.
Yes, Your Majesty. May I say our destination?
Elk.
We are going to see my husband.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay.
Wonder if he loves someone else. I have so many theories about him. He was forced to not marry them. Maybe she was an opera singer.
Sienna's grandma's coming back.
Where is he?
Your Majesty, we were not
Where
expecting
is he?
the observatory, Your Majesty.
Is he really just that into science?
Perhaps this is good.
Perhaps it is bad.
Those are the options.
Would you like to step indoors while we wait to find out? Warm up a bit. It is a cool night.
Thank you, sir. That is very kind and generous of you to offer.
It is quite cool.
Oh, it's good that they're friends and nothing more.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm always jealous that the King's Man has far better quarters than the Queen's Man.
Ah,
To be
King's
expected.
man.
I am more important than you.
Prove it.
Yeah, my man. Oh, get it. Get it.
Man, there's some actual gay shit in this show.
Let's go. Let's get it.
This is a problem. A deformity. Is there something wrong with his bits?
With his bits?
That is beyond the pale.
I am asking.
You do not talk about the king's dick that way.
I believe his bits to be fine.
How would you know this?
As they are right now.
What? You suppose they'll spend 15 minutes together now?
Oh, let us hope for 20.
Yeah. Oh.
You're going to have him be down there for 20 minutes?
That's right. 20-minute beach.
Honey!
What are you doing here?
What is this place?
Charlotte, hello. Here you are. It is an observatory for looking at the stars. This is a perfectly clear night.
Maybe he was always a bit of a ditz.
You can see the constellations, and I think I'm getting a glimpse of a planet.
You sleep here.
Look.
Is this what you have been doing?
Excuse me?
Since the wedding? Is this how you have been spending your time since the wedding?
Well, yes, it is most exciting. There is an alignment.
In this room you have...
Observatory, yes.
You've been living here.
George, what have I done wrong? What mistake did I make?
You made no mistake.
Did I say something to offend you?
No,
Then
Charlotte.
what is it? What is so wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you.
Well, there must be something wrong with me.
Do not become unreasonable.
George, I thought you were
Dude,
visiting
goddamn.
a brothel.
Normal shit.
Do you know what that word means?
I know what a brothel is, almost. I have brothers. That does not signify. I'm saying that it might be better if you were visiting a brothel. I would understand it more. But no, you prefer stars to my company.
I did not say that I prefer stars.
You have been
to-
in this room.
Observatory. The only one of its kind in all of England.
He is so particular about the right choice of words.
Well, I have been stuck in that stuffy house, being changed like a doll 3 times a day with nowhere to go, no one to talk to, and nothing to do.
You're the queen. You can do whatever you like.
Except spend time with my husband.
Come now, Charlotte.
George!
I do not understand what you complain about.
You do not want to marry me.
What is your deal, bro?
I am 7 and 10 years old, and suddenly I am queen. The queen is not allowed to go to the modiste, or the galleries, or the eye shops. I cannot make friends. I must hold myself apart. I do not know a single soul here except for you.
Aww.
I'm completely alone, and you prefer the sky to me.
We could look at this guy together.
Say something!
I do not want to fight.
I want to fight with you. Fight with me. Fight for me.
Go home!
Bro.
You gotta give her something.
Yeah. What's your trauma, man?
She's her vow. At least look through the telescope.
Yeah. She takes one look and she's like, oh my God, no, wait.
I get it.
I get it now. Can I live at the observatory with you? Nice, man.
He doesn't look like he got any banging at all.
No.
They were like, don't touch the hair.
Oh no. How are you guys going to see each other again? And where's the other houseboy? What else has he been in? I'm just going to always assume it's Game of Thrones.
That's Jon Snow.
That's Jon Snow.
I would hope for more news than the appearance of satisfaction and contentment.
They are a wonder together. He is smitten with her beauty.
Really? King George is smitten.
I would not dare to define the emotions of the king.
Of course not. I only meant that he seems happy.
And what evidence of this?
Great deal of talking and walking.
Laughter. There is laughter. It warms the heart to witness.
Does it now?
What of their relations?
Relations?
Their marital
what is it?
bonds.
What are you talking about? Like savings?
Yeah, and loan.
The Dowager Princess wishes to confirm that the marriage has been consummated.
Sexually.
Sexually.
She asks for the good of the country, of course.
Of course.
Biblically.
Well, has it?
So?
Someone was doing it.
Certain. I mean, from what I can tell, I would say yes.
You didn't watch them?
So it is a successful honeymoon.
You agree it is successful, do you not, Brimsley?
Most successful.
Yes.
What a great experiment.
I love this experiment.
Excellent. Most excellent.
Most excellent.
Perhaps we shall have an heir on the way before the next fortnight.
There were people this invested in my life.
Yeah, dude. Have you consummated?
No.
Oh! Consummation Watch 2026. Oh, what a POV. Oh, no.
You guys can't see on YouTube because we got a censor, but right now, Lady Danbury is having the greatest time of her life.
I was having tea, Coral. I was embroidering a billow.
I'm so sorry, my lady. Do we know what brought it on?
He went to White's in Mayfair for the first time.
Oh, whites.
Apparently, as a titled member of the Ton, he has a right to entry, but they refuse to allow him in.
No.
You know, the same thing happened to Lord Smythe-Smith and the Kents.
Smythe-Smith.
He's been given a taste, and now he will not be denied.
Hmm.
He's going to try and join the hunt tomorrow.
The Wild Hunt.
I will keep the hot water for your bath on the fire for whenever you need it. You only have to call for me.
I believe I shall also need a salve for my inner thighs.
Oh.
What if he puts another one of his gigantic babies inside me?
Oh.
Gigantic babies.
Why would he put a baby inside of you?
Weigh her down.
Wouldn't you want to get pregnant and then produce a baby?
Just keep it in there. Never let it leave. It wants to be born, but nah.
Must act.
I cannot make him act.
You need to consummate the marriage in front of the Dowager Princess.
What would you have the king do?
Yeah.
A gesture?
A gesture.
A gesture.
I will suggest some sort of gesture.
Suggest a gesture.
What a weird plot.
This is another one of those.
We need to get the king to sleep with the queen.
I know.
Otherwise, Marty McFly won't be born.
The future's gonna get messed up.
Orange.
Guys.
Dude, I told the little folly sound effect was perfect.
I can pick my own orange.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, you can, but should you?
Yeah.
Should you?
Orange. The king has sent you a gift. It is waiting in the foyer.
Dick in a
And there is
box.
note
That'd be so funny. George R. Martin.
A gesture?
It is your own telescope.
It's very
Doggy.
her puppy.
Aw.
What is that?
That is the gift from the king, Your Majesty.
But what is it?
I think it is a dog, Your Majesty.
No, doggy, no.
Dogs are big and majestic. A pincer, a shepherd, a schnauzer, a dane. That is a deformed bunny.
Ouch. Hey, be nice.
It will grow on you.
Literally. Be nice to little Cheddar. I love how exasperated he gets. Oh, little one. You just gotta sit in front of all this food. Love these flute tones.
Whimper, whimper.
I want to meet my ladies in waiting tomorrow.
Your Majesty is on her honeymoon. You
I
cannot...
can, and I will. You shall not tell me what I'm allowed to do.
Whoa. That blue flare.
I will, however, always tell you how best to do the things you are not allowed to do.
Ah, real one.
I am not allowed to meet my ladies in waiting during my honeymoon.
It would be unwise for your Majesty to meet with all of them. One would want to be discreet.
And if one wanted to be discreet,
Someone's watching.
Yeah, these guys.
would one trust Lady Danbury?
Who? God, I hope I thought of the right person.
I don't... Who's Lady Dem?
Yeah. Oh, God, who did I just tell you to trust?
Is she one of the people in your aisle at the wedding?
Yeah. Oh, I got this whole thing wrong. I'm so sorry.
What's a lady in waiting?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, too. You guys gotta let us know.
How was the tea? Is it to your liking?
She is good, Your Majesty. What a beautiful dog, Your Majesty.
Tis a deformed bunny.
Oh. My mistake, Your Majesty.
It is no longer beautiful, I'm sorry.
It was kind of you to invite me to tea. Are you meeting each of your ladies in waiting individually?
No. Brimsley said you would be the most discreet because I am on my honeymoon.
Bro.
Which
That's
is going wonderfully, by the way. It is a splendid honeymoon. My husband is the best of husbands. He gave me this beautiful bunny thing.
Bunny thing.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty?
Oh, careful. Yeah.
Damn, they got the two most, beautiful people to play young Charlotte and young Danbury.
Serious.
Please speak freely. No one else does.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Do not try that again in front of society. It will cause scandal.
Shonda Rhimes.
My honeymoon was a disaster. My wedding night, I did not know what to expect. He was old and impatient. The whole event was painful and quite terrifying.
Oh.
It is all right if your wedding night was not perfect or splendid, Your Majesty. You did have a wedding night?
Nor.
He was mean and rude and selfish. He just wanted to leave. He felt bad, I suppose. And he did not seem to understand why I did not want him to live at Kew while I am stuck here with no one to talk to.
Oh my God, this is an onslaught of information.
Zoom.
But that does not make up for...
Your Majesty, I am still allowed to speak freely.
You should leave his ass.
Yeah.
I'm talking about consummating the marriage. You and the king did consummate the marriage, did you not? You have to have... Your Majesty... If you did not consummate the marriage, you are not actually married to the king. Your whole position is in danger. Great experiment is in danger. My God, you did consummate.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what I mean when I say consummate?
Y'all be yeah?
Perform the marital act.
Does it have something to do with this great experiment?
This is a donut. This is a hot dog.
Man and the woman are very hungry together.
We will require drawing paper and charcoals.
Oh, I've always wanted to do
that's
that.
when she learned to draw for her kids.
Oh, my. Let's go.
How many times does he insert it?
As many times as necessary, Your Majesty.
How long does it take?
Oh.
Sometimes it feels like it takes forever.
Well, I enjoy it.
I never have.
Oh, no.
I do not believe I have ever thought of it as something to enjoy.
The circle.
Sure.
More of a tour.
Perhaps if it is with someone you like. It is different. I do not know.
Well, I do not like George, so I do not see why we should need to bother ourselves to do this at all.
Because it's the rules.
Stop talking so loud about it.
That is not... Your Majesty, this is Britain. It was not that long ago that queens were beheaded for not bearing children.
That is not going to happen.
That not... Your Majesty, this is important.
She's
you are the first of your
trying to
kind.
save your
You must
life.
secure your position.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is not my failing.
Fair. but society's not going to see it that
I
way.
mean, he clearly does not want me, and I cannot somehow force him to want to do this with me. And maybe that is a good thing, if I'm not queen, if we are not married. Then maybe we can forget all about this, and I can go home.
No. You're a little bit of a symbol right now.
It is a Pomeranian, your deformed bunny. It is a dog, a very rare and purebred Pomeranian.
It's of great value.
Are you saying Charlotte is a purebred Pomeranian?
Yes, best in show.
She's thinking about how to help. She's just doing her duty.
Between this and Euphoria, I just never want to experience anything sexual ever again.
They would not let him join the hunt. They would not let him join the hunt.
Why? He's not wild enough?
You would think I am sending them to the Tower of London. I'm telling them to marry.
That can be a difficult proposition.
It is simple.
Huh?
Find a titled, appropriate young lady, marry her, make babies. It is a ritual as old as England itself. Everyone does it.
Dowager Viscountess Violet Bridgerton, Your Majesty.
Hey, finally, some good conversation.
Do sit down and join us.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you for the honor of the invitation.
Ooh, similar shot to when she was divided between her brother and her husband.
You have had 2 weddings in 2 years.
You want to go for 3?
Do what? Get them to want to marry.
Well,
It's hard work, let me tell you.
it helps if they are in love.
Love?
Yes, love solves a plethora of issues.
I'm going to speak plainly because we are all mature women here.
Nobody got time for that shit.
My boys are in love. They are in love with commoners. They are in love with Catholics. And they are in love with actresses.
Uh-oh.
They're the same.
And they are in love with women who are already married. Love is not the issue. Love has produced over 50 illegitimate babies for the crown.
Whoa.
Lady Danbury also has many children. Perhaps she can advise.
My 4 children have done me the honor of moving many continents away.
Love can bloom from the thorniest of gardens, can it not?
Oh my God.
Blooming love.
Like your own story, don't you think?
Your flower metaphors make me nauseated with their sweetness, but I applaud your point. I shall simply find them wives myself, order them to marry, and they can worry about the love part later, after there are royal babies.
That was not quite what I...
Crimson.
There you go.
I mean...
Have the Lord Chamberlain draw up a list of eligible brides across
Yeah.
Europe. Thank you.
Like Eloise.
Yeah. Oh.
You are welcome, Your Majesty.
Nah, I like that they find this reason to keep the modern day cast in.
Go to sleep, Pom Pom.
Oh.
She does not have to tell anyone. The servants talk. The palace already knows she was there.
Well, sir, perhaps it is time you leveled with me. What is wrong with your man?
Sir.
Yeah, what's up with your boy?
What is keeping him from her bed?
You worry about your own side of the world.
It's a fascinating subplot. His royal simply run off. No one can find it.
We don't know what became of this George's guy. Is he still gay?
I don't know. Maybe they spent some time and then the guy died or something.
Dearest, I am sure it is only because of you and your reputation that they would want to meet with me.
This guy is so
I
insecure.
promise to tell you every single detail upon my return. How is that?
I suppose that will do.
You want to have a quickie before you go?
This guy's patheticness is somehow so endearing.
I know. He's just a little guy. He's just out here.
Please elaborate on your meeting with the Queen.
I'm not sure I understand.
You met with Her Majesty.
I did.
I am asking you to elaborate.
Ugh.
We had tea.
You had tea?
Yes.
And?
I met her puppy.
Puppy?
Yes, she has a Pomeranian.
I do love a Pomeranian.
What did you speak to Her Majesty about?
Does it signify what 2 ladies discuss at tea? Tea is often about gowns and flower arranging and embroidery and the social season gossip. And if we are bold, the latest musical compositions.
I do not think the girl knows.
She knows. Agatha. We know what tea is generally
about spilling the
what
tea.
was this tea about, girl?
We invented fucking
This
tea.
You are being
Spill the
promising
tea.
instructive, Agatha, and I will not have it. Excuse me?
Lady Danbury. That is my title, Your Highness. The one you were kind enough to bestow upon me. Lady Agatha Danbury. And I do remember one thing about this tea, is when I understood our new queen, not yet realized that our titles are shiny and new. Is that not an interesting topic for an upcoming tea?
Oh, boy.
Perhaps we should speak in a womanly way.
Let me handle her for you. If Lord Bute were
I
here-
believe I can manage.
No. We said womanly, my guy.
Do not mansplain womanly to me.
Yes.
Like, oh my God. Are they like sleeping together?
Okay, spell that T.
You surprise me. I always thought you were a quiet one.
I am not quiet. It's simply that my husband is loud.
Ah, Lady Danbury.
Oh, Agatha, please.
I need to know what is going on at Buckingham House.
Whoa. These are realistic handheld shots.
Do you understand?
I do.
Well then.
Traditionally, when a title is bestowed, it comes with income and land. State. Without those things, a title is simply a title. We all have needs.
Yeah.
You want
Oh,
money.
Danbury. No, I want respect.
You scratch my title, I scratch yours.
You forget that the reason your father-in-law, the king, knew my family is because my father-in-law is also a king. And Sierra Leone is very rich.
Oh, shit.
We already have money. We have more money than most of the ton. What I need is for my husband to not be denied entry to whites.
Oh, damn, she's standing up for her husband.
I need my husband to be invited on the hunts. I need to be able to cross the street to the best modistes to take the finest seats at the opera.
That is grasping.
Growl, really?
Asking for rather a lot.
Oh my God.
You should be grateful.
You say you need to know what is going on over at Buckingham House. Assume the reason you need that is so that Lord Bute believes you have the situation in hand. Because if you do not, the House of Lords will be at your door.
Yeah, buddy.
Is not that a fact?
Careful, Lady Danbury.
I am merely pointing out. You need to know what is going on over at Buckingham House. We need to be equal members of the ton who can be grateful to one another.
Uh-huh.
Some hot stuff, man.
Hottest scene in the whole show. Oh, God. And that guy back there is just like, oh, God.
I'm so happy this is also a Danbury show.
Yeah, man. Dan man.
Maybe they can do like a Bridgerton Days of Future Past where the casts collide.
The Danbury cut. And then, yeah, Lady Whistledown is the rogue that has to do Whoa! What? How did you do it?
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello?
Is it all right if I join you for a meal this evening?
A meal. A meal? Are you... A meal?
He's a bit of a
where are
himbo.
you going?
He's a little oblivious.
Away from you, wherever you are not.
Charlotte.
There's no place on earth far enough.
Just give me a chance. Charlotte, stop walking this instant.
You're the bane of my existence, George.
He has to demand stuff. He has to assert his kingliness.
I realize you have no reason to like me. You have no reason to trust me. I marry you, and then I disappear into my observatory. And then I come here to dine as if...
This guy.
But if you will give me just one evening of your time, allow me to show you where my mind is.
Yeah, what do you...
It might not make you forgive me, but it might make you hate me a little bit less.
I call them the Animaniacs.
They were up there this whole time in a water tower I'd mistaken for a nearby moon.
Oh my word. What is that?
That is Venus.
Venus? The planet Venus. I am staring at Venus.
You are. I've been studying it.
That's where women are from.
See, a rare occurrence is coming. Venus will travel in a specific arc and give us a single moment to take precise measurements, and we shall know the distance from the Earth, the Sun.
Whoa.
The transit of Venus, it is called. It will be quite the spectacle.
It is, well, George, it is beautiful.
It is.
Not as beautiful as you, though.
And this is what you have been doing.
There is something about the heavens. In this world we live in, where I'm given so much power and attention, it is good to remember I'm a bit of dust.
Huh?
On a small dot in the universe.
Based.
That's good.
Keeps one humble.
Yeah. Everything you've been displaying is a lot of humility lately.
Yes.
Being king is a hazard.
King Hazard and the Lazard Wazard.
My world has been made to revolve around me. It has made me selfish.
Just had my head in the clouds.
I cannot imagine how painful and cruel it must have been to have me ruin your wedding.
It was your wedding night, too.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, well, I do not forgive you yet.
Yeah.
Yet is good.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Yet is hope.
Perhaps.
So is perhaps.
You know, it almost does not quite count as a wedding night, because we did not actually have the night part.
Dude, oh my God, Venus bringing them together.
I've been told that as well.
We could start over. Try again. You are willing.
Start again.
Seems very...
No, he's been horny.
I think that is a reasonable idea.
Yeah, he's been spending all this time in a room with a giant phallic object. It was only a matter of time.
Take out the drawings.
Now, where do I...
Does this mean you are coming home to Buckingham House?
You coming here.
I'm coming home to Buckingham House.
In 3 to 4 weeks.
Yes, once the transit of Venus is done.
Just as soon as I figure out the distance between Venus and the Sun.
Yeah, I need a lot of calculations going here. So can you give me a couple weeks?
We may not travel together. We did right after the wedding.
Rules to protect succession. Right after the wedding, there was no possibility that you might be carrying the next king.
There is no possibility now.
They do not know that, and after tonight...
Yeah.
There will be.
Let's go.
I shall see you soon.
We're going to conceive 15 kids tonight.
The next time you see me, I shall be erect.
Yes. Oh, my.
You got to make sure there's 7 people present for it, though.
Yeah, they got to get you ready for the bedroom.
Otherwise, how will you know?
This feels more like period drama and less like steamy romance.
Like good, juicy, wealthy drama.
Might you like a refreshment after your travels?
I would. Thank you.
Yeah.
You are breathtaking.
Tis pretty, but it has 1,000 tiny buttons. Suddenly concerned that my maid's made the wrong choice.
I'm very good with buttons.
I'll just rip them all apart.
He does look super modern.
God, those feathers, or is that the hair from the Pomeranian?
Feathers.
Good.
Charlotte, do you know what happens on a wedding night?
Yes, I know everything. I have seen drawings and had a detailed explanation as to what is to occur.
Mm-hmm.
That is good to know.
I do not like the part where my head hits the wall over and over again. Is there a way to avoid that?
No. No, there's not. The key part of the act. Sweet moment.
It's so sweet and tender.
Yeah, so joyous.
All right, so you guys can see what's happening on YouTube, but he's going slowly.
Yeah, tenderly. GR. They're great. Where you at, G?
This is ours.
Wow.
What do the papers you received from the palace say?
The papers say that it is ours. This, the land, spots at Eton for the boys.
Wow.
And apparently there are cattle somewhere. There is a key. I never thought that I would see this day.
Aw.
Do you know how this happened?
I have no idea.
I will tell you how this happened.
Oh, no.
The king sees me for who I am. My value,
Finally.
my worth.
Uh-huh.
He understands that the old days are over. And that this is a new world, that men are men, regardless from whence they come.
Truth. Oh, that was a nice moment.
This is the beginning of a new era. You know, I believe
Hush,
that...
woman, I will try the key.
Excellent. Great moment. Hush, woman. It's new, but it's only so new, this moment of ours. Not that new.
This guy's my favorite. He's just so awful.
I would like us to eat together.
I do not think he has gone out, Your Majesty. I believe he is a visitor.
Oh, at least his mistress is here.
Do not make me ask the question.
I am not making you ask.
Your marriage is Parliament business. Your marriage is the business of this country. This cannot go wrong. I need to know if you have properly bedded her. The
You
crown...
told me I had to wed for the
Ew.
crown. I did.
Ew.
You told me to charm her to make it easier for the crown. I have done my best. You told me I could not let her know me because I must protect the secrets of the crown. I have not.
Can't let her know you.
I have done so. I understand that I was born for the happiness or misery of a great nation and consequently must often act contrary to my passions. I am the picture of duty.
They're not so dissimilar.
The crown resides within me, embedded like a knife. You do not need to explain it to me, mother. It is me!
Oh. Dude, these royals really do have it
I
hard.
shall have my breakfast now. There is no need to wait for the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just meant to be an object of position.
No. Now the chair's empty for another reason.
A list of suitable brides for your sons from the Lord Chamberlain, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Brimsley.
Wowie.
What a lovely breakfast.
We did it, guys. We did it.
Still surrounded 10 times more dogs.
Yeah, she learned to love those dogs. Every time he had to apologize for something, to send another Pomeranian.
She is gone. Your mother has departed, Your Majesty. I saw to it myself.
And Charlotte?
The Queen is at breakfast in the dining room. If you would like to join her, I can.
What the?
Shall I send for the doctor, Your Majesty?
No, I'm fine. I do not need him.
What? What?
Or at least part of his disease? Or is he just having a panic attack?
Yes, get him here.
Okay, this must be part of...
Charlotte.
She will never know of it.
Okay, that's part of his disease.
Ah, crap. Crap. Oh, no. Oh, poor guy. Oh, no. That's sad. Man, it's got to suffer in silence.
All right, people, we just watched Queen Charlotte, episode 1 and 2. Thank you guys for recommending this show. It is so different in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. How are you feeling about it, John?
It's good so far. I like it. I do appreciate what connective tissue is there, what stuff feels appropriately different, slightly higher, grander stakes than just the personal stakes, you know. This is stakes that'll change the shape of the ton.
What's your take on George?
Interesting guy. Feel like we're kind of back in... He's got like a Simony-ness in some ways, in that like very charming, but there's also like something under the surface where you're like, what's your deal, man? What's going on with you? Why can't you just open up? Although from what it seems like here, you know, something much more physical in nature that will, again, most likely hearken to things we know are to come. But I mean, very charming, very frustrating in the way that he keeps her in the dark about stuff. And until those final moments, yeah, just very much a sort of like, what's going on with you, dude? But we have a better idea just given what he said to Lady Stark there. So,
in what way?
Well, you know, this whole thing about like, I've done all this stuff for you and I've made sure that she doesn't know any of the stuff that I'm not going to specifically talk about, but I'm going to hint to so that the audience knows that there's stuff, you know?
That's fair.
He's got leverage. They got leverage on him. But what do you think? Do you like the new tone? Do you like the different vibes?
I do. It's a lot more sad. There's a sense of dread that something is coming around the corner. There's like a bit more of like a heightened fun drama to the main Bridgerton run. Like it feels heightened, whereas this feels a little more grounded, I would say. Like it's grounded. It's never like not grounded. It just feels more like they're going for some semblance of realism. You called it more traditional period piece drama. I get the sense of a little bit more of a traditional period piece drama. And the commentary feels a little heavier in a good way. It's dealing a lot with racial divide, class, in ways that are uniquely explored. Not quite like how I've seen it in any other film or TV show before, especially for my lack of history knowledge. It's fascinating to see, whilst it's still being very character-driven. I mean, I think the testament to the show's biggest strength is that I forget, even though they cut to the present with her, I'll get so pulled into, even though we know certain outcomes that are to happen with some of these characters, I'll get so pulled into the immediacy of the past storyline that I'll forget. Like, oh yeah, this is supposed to happen. Oh yeah, this is supposed to happen. I'll be so in the moment that I don't want something to happen. I'll be like, come on, man, what's going on? Even though by all accounts, it would stand to reason that they would eventually have a loving marriage and she would grow to really care for him. Maybe that's kind of what it alludes to, or maybe they don't really fall deeply in love, but she learns to understand and have a love for him. Question is it an in-love tale that they have, or is it more of a respectful understanding and a care that they develop? Like there's kind of a difference between passionately in love and then two people who love each other out of respect and duty and just as people, because they're good-hearted people. And yeah, I like the story of the sacrifice that's made. Like when you're the queen, it looks like life is just easy peasy lemon squeezy. However, this hardship they do a good job on selling on. Like sometimes when we're watching Bridgerton, especially early on, it's like, God damn you rich folks. And then here you're like, no, this does seem fucking miserable, actually, you know, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I really liked it a lot. I think it's wonderfully melancholic in a way. So it's not as like, you know, pleasantry and delightful in the fun of the drama. Like I take this one a lot more serious. Not that I don't take Bridgerton serious. There's just strikes a much more serious vibe. What do you think about Danbury, though?
Oh, I love watching her. I mean,
She's
like,
the best.
Yeah, great casting, because I love watching young Danbury, and then, yeah, when we cut back, and I'm like, that's right, she becomes one of my favorite characters, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like, you know, getting that extra ounce of, okay, yeah, while we're here, we'll see who she was married to. We'll see, you know, her rise, you know, to the status that we know her for now. And I love that with the whole theme of like, for so long, the queen cannot get anybody to just like level with her and talk like a normal person.
Yeah.
And after this, you know, initial awkwardness of them just sitting together having tea, like watching them get that initial rapport going and watching, especially in just the performance of like, you know, as especially Danbury, who seems like, it's like, Charlotte is very poised, and she has the presence, and she carries herself like, you know, a royal in waiting, but clearly like doesn't know all the stuff. And so like Lady Danbury, it's a nice way to both develop just their friendship in general, but also develop Danbury the way we kind of know her now, where she's the one in the know. She's the one who's been kind of watching and seeing the, you know, progress of society, the progress of these different houses, and who can really give you the dual perspective of like, okay, here's what's really going on here, and here's how everyone has to act in order to uphold the illusion of society that we all participate in every day. So yeah, to see that grow and to see her, it's, you know, her husband is obviously not the most charming character, but very amusing. I'm sad that their marriage has no seeming bond to it at all, because she deserves, you know, someone who sees and hears her. But there's a charming quality to just the kind of humor of their relationship, even if it is also kind of sad.
Yeah. Well, the Lady Bridgerton character, when she shows up, it's a great example of what she was able to have and her kids to have that Danbury and the Queen didn't have.
Yeah.
Like Danbury and the Queen and Charlotte are so defined by duty as women, and then even helping out their men in the shadows, you know.
Duty in the face of like the lack of ability to choose a lot of stuff.
Whereas the Bridgertons, they get to fortunately fall in love.
You guys can choose most of your life circumstances.
Yeah.
Or
Pat's
more of
babed.
them.
No, I liked it a lot. I like, you know, what's the, God, I said his name like a billion times. The guy who follows her around.
Oh, golly, I've had it this whole time, and now
Brimsley. I kind of felt like he was villainous in the main run of in the main show. You know, there's something that felt like antagonistic about him and squirmy.
Sure, maybe a little earlier on. I feel like in some of the more recent times, I remember them giving him some slightly more charming moments. But yeah, he's definitely way more prominent here. But yeah, sometimes you feel like he's at odds, or especially because of who we're following, he's probably is more of an antagonist in the main timeline.
But I love what they're doing with him here. The development of the relationship, makes it more. It makes it more connective when we do come back to the main storyline. I like what they're doing with the main storyline too. Will she repeat like the same things of her generations? Is she becoming the queen that did not approve of her? There's a lot of cool like generational themes that they're touching on. I feel like the person who plays Charlotte is excellent. Like both, I mean, the main person who plays main Queen Charlotte in the Bridgerton show is also in this is great. But to do the young casting is very fucking like amazingly
seamless.
Yeah, it's like when you cut back and forth between them, you have to buy it in a way that doesn't distract, and it doesn't distract. It's very believable.
It's like getting Wyatt Russell to play Kurt Russell.
Yeah. I think it's more distracting because I'm aware it's the sun.
Or here you're like, oh yeah, it's just really, I can just see how you could grow into you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And it's the kind of prequel show that when the inevitable day does come, when, you know, Bridgerton season 5's coming out, then I got to rewatch all of Bridgerton. That I'm going to be like, oh, I see, like I'm seeing more of the Queen Charlotte stuff, you know, even though she's made up like much more embellished for the show, since she's not really a character in the books, to my understanding.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
I don't know. I think that's how it goes.
Interesting. Damn, so this really is Shonda's baby. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was great. The music is still excellent. It's still the same quality. I'm glad they didn't skimp on quality. It feels like a true exploration and enhancement.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a cash grab spit-off prequel show, which a lot of these can sometimes feel like. This actually, I can see why people really, really made it clear you should include this in the watch at the time it comes out, because it does make it better. It's not some side quest that you need to. I know plenty of people who watch all Bridgerton but never seen Queen Charlotte, actually. because that's just the nature of spin-off shows and stuff. Like, do we really need it? But I do see how this actually makes it better. It makes it stronger. And it's a good show so far. And I like how feels like Bridgerton, but different, and they're not such as Bridgerton.
It feels like when you're reading a book series and then the author intentionally, it's knowledge. You're like, oh, the next book in the series isn't like the continuation. It's like it's a detour for some other context, but it still works to read in the tandem.
Yeah.
Is how it's feeling so far, kind of.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's great. I think it's great stuff. Let's read some questions. Care Bear, Your Majesties, Greg and John, this spinoff all came from one critical scene in Bridgerton Season 1, where Lady Danbury tells the Duke that a society once divided by color was forever changed by love. So they do fall in love. That is that story. If you were in Charlotte's position, would you have gone over the wall or stayed and gambled on a stranger? Where would I have gone? I would have just stayed. Where would I have gone? I don't know where to go. I'd stand out as a black woman in this dress. So where am I going to go?
Where am I going to go? And the consequences of abdicating this after so many things would probably be really awful for you. Yeah. It would. You'd have to live life on the run.
I would just justify and be like, whatever. I'm going to be wealthy for life, and I'm going to be having servants. Screw it. I'll adjust. I'll adjust to this hard life.
Yes. I mean, it does seem like society uniquely maneuvers you to the point where you're like, I'd have to really be out here trying to, live nomadically in order to avoid this or something, or go across the world, find a way to become independently wealthy in a place that'll allow for that. And then, it's I don't know, you have more mobility in this position if you just do the wedding, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Get the means then, and then you can make moves.
Bigger word.
Tori Jerry, thank you for chiming in. This is the only Bridgerton show so far that isn't based on a book. Queen Charlotte isn't even in the Bridgerton books as a character. She's completely a Shonda Rhimes creation. That's crazy.
Oh.
It's like Harley Quinn, man. Next book, she's going to be in it. Do you think this show has a different energy than Bridgerton, or do you think it blends into the world well? I would say yes.
I'd say most of our talk was dedicated to this exact question. So, waste of time. You should have thought of a better question.
Yeah.
You heard us talking. You should have asked something different. Now you're just asking us to repeat ourselves.
Wow, dead air. But the answer to your dual question is yes.
Yeah, it blends well.
And it has a nice change of energy.
But appreciate you, Tori, for always being.
And for the knowledge. I like some trivia. Good on Shonda. This is cool. This is her baby. She's written both these episodes so far. Maybe the whole 6 episodes. Who knows?
I mean, she was the showrunner.
She was the showrunner. And that one guy has directed the other 2. Maybe they're like a duo for this. Maybe they are the Georgie and the Charlotte of this show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
3J Rushton. Woo! Question, is this bad marriage there? Yeah. No, I don't know. We're not that episode in.
It's not going great so far, but I think it'll become a better marriage than it is right now.
It's not great marriage. Mom-in-law. Lady Sansa Stark, man. That's Lady Stark.
Yeah, she's
great, though.
I'm like, yeah.
She's good foil. Good villain who will probably learn to like her, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll learn to understand she's a woman. She's in a position of power, but tenuously. There's going to be some real nuance there.
And like the feigning of acceptance, but weaponizing race to look politically progressive.
Well, she's good at all that.
It's more about power at the end of the day. The great experiment, what they're calling this interracial marriage.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I suppose at this point in time, under these circumstances, it is. And I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Glad they're
too.
experimenting with astronomy.
Anyway, guys, that was a great installment. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to watch the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. We'll see you guys soon.
Cheerio.